Hello, 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 YouTube. This is my first live video, and I wanted to do this live because I really feel like it's time for me to share more about me, my company, and what I do. So, this is my first live. Ignore my background, I'll fix it later. But I wanted to just come on live and just share real time the topics that I like to discuss on my channel, which is all about business owners and burnt out. Okay. So if you have not actually tuned into my channel, now's a good time to do that. I really like to focus on businesses and business owners and regarding burning out, okay, of your business. And so just in case you don't know who I am, I'm Tillies. I'm an HR professional. I've been in the industry of HR, consulting, corporate America, federal government for about 18 years. And I've helped a lot of businesses build. Okay. And now I want to give back. I want to give back to those small business owners that don't yet have an HR team, not sure if they need one, but they know that they need help. And this all came about because I actually saw someone online who was talking about giving up her business. She had been in business for a while, almost 10 years. And honestly, she was burnt out. She was burnt out of doing all the things. She could not take a vacation, lacked spending time with family because she was always in her business. And when you're the business owner, you have to work in your business, and employees may call out. Contracts have to be fulfilled, requirements are needed, and you're the person. And especially if you're one of those control freaks and you don't want to trust anyone, no one can do it better than you. So you end up working in your business quite a lot. And so that's what I'm going to talk to you about today on this live. This is actually went on a camping trip with my church, and I actually enjoyed it. I mean, we spent 7 days. It's called Feast of Tabernacles. It's in the Bible. So if you want to go and learn about that, I would suggest you go and read Exodus and talk and learn more about how the Bible talks about these feast days and feast holidays. And Feast of Tabernacles is one. Is 7 days. We're out in the campground and we're doing some amazing things. So I wanted to go live from there, but my internet wasn't working quite right. So I didn't get a chance to go live from there. So basically what I'm going to share with you today is why you need to unplug. In this channel, it's called HR Over Coffee. And I have my coffee. And I just want to talk to you for a few minutes regarding, why you need to not allow yourself to burn out and how that will help your business to grow. And most people get into business not because, hey, I'm just going to make $1 million. Well, some do, but most business owners have a mission. They came up with an idea, or it was inspired idea, and they wanted to give back to their community or create something or product where they could help others. But the business part of it is sometimes where some business owners lack. And that's why having a good HR business partner, because we should be your business partner, to really help you. So how do we tie this in to what I want to talk to you about today, which is burnout? You tie this in because a lot of businesses don't give themselves permission to step away and live. They're always working in their business. And that could be a problem, a major problem. So there's a couple of things here. Something just went crazy with my computer. There's a couple things here. And if you see me looking down, I want to make sure that I cover all the things. Here are some classic signs that you may be starting to feel burnout. One, are you carrying all the weight yourself? Are you doing everything? You're being the accountant, the tax person, the lawyer. You're being the customer service rep, the contracts person. You're being, the cashier. You're also creating policies and procedures. You're working on your business all the time. Because you're so busy during the day, you end up coming home and you end up working more. So all the weight is on you because you're doing everything. And then you start to feel guilty if you start to take time off. You start saying things like that. I would go on vacation, but I can't afford to right now because I need to be at my business. I have a new contract coming out and I need to work on that. I have to find a new building, a new location. I have a potential legal issue, so I have to be here to make sure that things go right with this new award that I just received or this new client that I just got. And so you start to feel guilty and you don't take any time off. Another sign is you're starting to lose motivation. You no longer love your business. In fact, you're irritable, right? Constant fatigue. So let me tell you a quick story of one of my business owners that I'm actually working with. Um, this particular business owner was a trucking company. And this trucking company, the owner decided to buy 3 other trucks so that they can assist in delivering all the products. They'd gotten several contracts from Amazon and they were doing really, really well. This business owner was working day and night to make sure that they could deliver on the promises. Finally decided to buy 2 additional trucks, hire some people, but the thing is, this business owner would not allow the drivers to deliver certain packages. He had to be the one to do it. That he would not allow them to take ownership of the truck. So he was there early, staying late to make sure they came back, that they got, all the things fixed on the truck, make sure that everything was in. I mean, he was doing everything. He was being the business owner, the driver, the mechanic, all of these things, and he was simply burnt out. In fact, his family was starting to feel neglected because he wasn't going on vacation. He wasn't spending time with his wife, just all the things. The marriage started to get into trouble because he was doing everything, guys. And it just became overload. What ended up happening was my client ended up having a heart attack in the hospital. Now he had no other choice. His health was affected. He was losing money, relationships, kids growing up before his eyes. And it wasn't until he had this heart attack and he ended up in the hospital that he realized, hey, life is too precious. I have to find a way to not allow what I want to happen to be perfect, that only I can do it. I have to create some policies, some procedures. I have to trust my drivers. I have to take my time off, my vacation. I'm about to lose my marriage and my health, and my kids are growing up. They don't even have time with me. He was missing great, events that are memorable and once in a lifetime things for his kid's life. So he decided he needed to stop burning out and allow somebody to help him. So I want you to drop comments of what's the first sign you know when you're burning out. So really quickly, there's 3 ways to prevent burnout. One is pack your backpack early. Just don't wait until you're in the woods and before you're drowning, before you hire someone. Get some onboarding systems, get some new hires, get some people in here to help carry the load. Set up your camp before dark, meaning your policies, procedures, get structure, don't have chaos, right? Policies equal clarity. Handbooks, time off policies, communication systems. You have to be able to communicate so that way you know exactly what is going on in your company and you can share it with those working for you. Delegation. Don't just train, but trust the people to take the responsibilities that you've given them, what you hired them for. And finally, guys, I created a quick guide to help you with this. All right, I'm going to link it in my this video, and then I'm going to also share with you something that's coming up that I think is really important for business owners. October the 7th, I'm going to do a free workshop on how to build systems that prevent burnout for a long term. Okay. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is just go to my website, talentcorestrategies.com, and you can register for that. I also put a link below that you can register for this Zoom. It's virtual. You can come on. You'll be able to ask me questions. At the end, you'll be able to connect with me in other ways if you'd like to. Also, you could go on my website, talentcorestrategies.com, and get a free appointment with me if you'd like to talk to me before that. But get into this workshop. I'm going to share some good nuggets for you building your business, or maybe you're already an established business owner, okay, and you want to be able to take time off. You don't want to burn out. Maybe you're already burning out and you're like, I need some systems. I need some employees. Then talk to me. Okay. And get into this workshop, share it with others, because this workshop is going to help you to prevent the burnout for a long term. And we can create some long-term strategies for yourself, but give yourself permission to build a business that fuels you, that helps you to grow and establish some boundaries. Okay. So thank you all for tuning in. It's my first live. I'm going to be sharing more topics here on social media. You can follow me at Tillies Talks on TikTok and Instagram. And I appreciate it. I wanted to go live from the campsite, but I didn't get a chance to. But if you follow me, you'll get to see some of my pictures that I share of our campsite and everything that we did. So I appreciate you tuning in. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.